Hello and welcome to another one of my videos today, and I'm just going to be going through some gold and some other bits I got. So where do I want to start? Let's start with the gold. So my supplier was like, yeah, he sent me a message and he was like, I've got 10 half sovereigns and I've got potentially 200 ounces of Brits coming in. Do you want them? And I was like, okay. So I'm gearing up. I'm trying to move stuff so I can afford it. I get a message today. There's only there's a full sovereign. There's 7 half sovereigns. Do you want them? And I was like, okay. What about the Brits? And he's like, that's been moved back to Tuesday. So hopefully, knowing the person selling, it's probably only going to be about 100, maybe 75. He's a very methodical seller, so you never really know what he's going to turn up with, but he usually says X and it's slightly under, which is fair enough, like his coins. So 1 sovereign, half sovereigns, there's nothing really special, they're just bullion coins, really. There was 1 coin, I messaged the supplier and I said, I think it's counterfeit, but I weighed it and I checked it and it was fine. And I looked at it again, I was like, well, actually, that was a proof in another life. It's a 1982, I'll show you in a minute. So yeah, nothing special really. We're just talking weight in gold, so a few percentage points over spot. So this is the 88. You'll see it from the fields just there. So I was told this was in a ring, which would make sense why it's like that. And I'm looking at it and I was like, so I flip it over, I was like, is this a proper sovereign? But no, it weighs in fine, and you can see it was a proof. It's a shame, it's just bullion now, there's no extra to be had in that. So these arrived. I've had 3 things arrive today. It was these. So these are silver certificates. I love selling these, I think they're an amazing piece of history. Some people message me like, what are they? I'm like, they're just dollar bills, but they're a historic oddity in the sense that they have a value because of what they are, rather than their monetary value that's printed on them. There's a couple of really nice ones. This one's really nice. And there is a story behind these. So for any of you who've been following my videos for a long time, this would have been a long time ago, I was trying to have a play in the paper money market. And I said to my supplier, I was like, just give me some random bits. You know, if I can sell them, great. If I can't, can I trade them in for silver certs? And we're talking a long time ago. Like, we're talking not last Christmas, the Christmas before, because I ended up going to I did like a fate thing with my former business partner to sell stamps, and then I ended up taking some coins and I took some notes. And nothing sold a bar from the stamps. We had a good day on stamps, like we did really well on the stamps. We were like the most popular store. We sold a lot. We made a lot of money in terms of how long we were there. But the notes didn't quite work for me, and I was like, you know what? I'm not actually that interested in notes, and in terms of how much money I think will be in there, I don't think it's enough to kind of keep me interested. You know, if it's work, it's work. It's okay, but you got to make sure your work is valuable to you. I didn't see that being the case, so I just said to him, like, can I just exchange them out? I'll send them back. You know, they're all in their mint seal, etc. And I'll just trade them in for silver certs. And he was like, yeah, that's fine. And then he just didn't have any in stock. He's like, so he works for a company that they deal with like the charity side of things. So he will get random things come in, and you put an order in with him, or I put an order in with him, and I have to wait for it to come in. And for one reason or another, it just took pretty much 2 years. I knew he was good for it. Like, he's a really sound person. And it was such a small monetary amount, you know, even if he wasn't good for it, I was just happy to kind of write it off and just be like, okay, you know, it's just one of those things. But yeah, these eventually came in. Finally, I want to show you something that I bought. I took a chance on it. Has it paid off? Well, I'll let you decide. So I sniped this from another dealer, and it's one of those things where, so this is a proof 50 pence coin. It is a Piefort. They're actually pretty rare coins. Like, I think in this format there's only 69 of these coins, and there's only like 250 overall. The mintage is really, really small. It's something along that. It's tiny. I ended up paying about $13.80 on it, 1400. I was like, I'll take a chance on it. You never know. Sometimes I get stuff in and I do pretty well on it. And then it arrived and I was like, you know, I'm going to have to get this conserved. It's not going to be anywhere near a 70. If I get a 69, I'll be happy. You'll see in a minute. But I'm happy to chance these types of coins. We're talking, I think it's 30 grams. 30 grams a coin. I've pretty much paid just under spot, really. Just over spot, should I say. But you'll see, yeah, it's not great. It might even be a 68. But for what I paid, you know, I'm okay with that. It's the type of coin, I actually enjoy it. I think it's a nice coin. I'm not one of those people that chases 70s. I like having 70s, but I wouldn't snub anything below it. You know, for me, I want to buy value. And even in this condition, if you look at where it's sold prior, it looks okay like that. So there might be some hope. It's just not going to be a 70, you know. I don't mind buying the middle of the market, because if there's value in it, there's value in it. It doesn't matter where you're buying. You can buy at the bottom of the market, you can buy the middle, you can buy the upper. I have positioned myself as a business to buy from the middle of the market, because I tend to get it for the bottom of the market prices. So when I get coins in like this that don't quite hit the mark, there's still money in it for me. Now, looking at ones that have sold, I've seen two sell. So one was a PF70, so that price is just discarded straight away. That was like I think it went for 250 from a dealer. But this does have issues, you know. Let's make no bones about it. But the other one went for auction, and the one that went at auction went for 1600 plus fees, which made it about, I think it's about 1870. I paid 1380. There's value there. It's just finding the buyer. And even if I get it graded and I can't find a buyer, where the gold price is at the moment, could I get 1500 out of it? I think so. I don't think that's going to be an issue whatsoever, because they're quite rare coins. I think someone would have one of these for their collection, someone who potentially doesn't want to spend 2k on a PF70, 2k and up. But yeah, you certainly shouldn't discard a coin like this if the price you feel is right. The only problem is, if I do have it graded, I'm going to have to wait 3 months to get it back. So that's £1,400 out of my budget gone. That's okay. I've got the liquidity these days to do it. Tell me what you think. Like, would you buy a coin like this in this condition? You know, some people would just be like, nope, don't want that. Other people would be like, okay, you know, I can work with that. But if I was to price this now, I'd have it at 1500. If it goes in at a 69, I'm charging 1650. That's pretty much where I'm at on it. We shall see. We shall see where the dice land. But yeah, that's a real shame. I'd love to say they're residue marks. I don't think they will be on this occasion. But it is a Piefort. Look at that. That's a chunk of gold, isn't it? Anyway, that's all I have today. I would have shown you a Russian coin, but it went this morning. that Russian coin looked after both myself and the person who bought it. I just gave the gentleman a cut rate. He's a good lad. Last time I sold him one, I charged him 500. This time I charged him 475 because I bought it so cheap. I was just like, you know what, like if I charge you 475, you're gonna make money on it should you sell it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one.